Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen news. We are going to be talking about the latest newsletter, the ship Showdown, the Final Four, some Idris Sales, a sneak peek at the Apollo. We've got lots coming up actually pretty soon. There was another Ivacati tech preview test. We've had the updated roadmap for Alpha 4.3.1, some new features on there, and a load of other little bits of news worth mentioning. So let's take a look at the newsletter. The Ship Showdown, the annual contest to choose your favorite ships of 2025, has reached the Elite 8. Well, it's not. It's a lie. It's actually the Final Four. But you are able to fly those Elite 8 ships still from the current and previous phase. Don't miss your chance to fly the most popular ships of the year and vote for the one that becomes this year's ultimate champion. So until the 2nd of September, you're able to free fly with the 8 most popular ships according to the Ship Showdown that are flyable, and everyone's able to try Star Citizen for free. So yeah, the final 4 ships for the Ship Showdown, the popularity contest that's been going on, are the Asgard, and it's going to be facing the Gladiator, and then you've got the Zeus Mark II ES, which is going to be facing the Polaris. Now, at the time of recording, the Polaris has not been declared the winner against the Prowler utility, but I will eat my legs if it doesn't win. Owners of those final 4 ships will get a skin and flare item at the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo later in November, and I believe if you buy the ship in between now and then, and even at the IAE, you will still get those additional items. I'm assuming that the final 2 is going to be the Asgard versus the Polaris, and I would expect the Polaris to win. I'll be voting for the Polaris. That is my favourite out of those 2. I do quite like the Asgard though, so yeah, it's anyone's guess. The winner will be crowned the 2nd of September, and you can vote along from 4 PM UTC each day. Again, by the time you see this video, the last wave of Idris Sales is likely to be over, although maybe there's an errant one still available to purchase. CIG had put out 24 waves of Idris Sales, one every 4 hours. The first 12 waves went to a more limited group that have been super active testers. Don't worry if you didn't grab one, even if you're trying to buy one, because you'll probably be able to buy them at the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. You'll also be able to get them in the game at some point. Actually, probably quite soon, if you believe what CIG have recently said about putting flyable ships and vehicles in ship shops more regularly, more sort of reliably. You're going to be able to craft Idrises too, but that's a bit further out. Actually, thinking about it, typically the turnaround for a ship being flyable to it then being available in-game in the in-game ship shops should be about 3 months. It should actually turn up in 4.3.1 if CIG were honest about more flyable ships in ship shops. We'll have to see. But obviously, it's a bit of an interesting one because it's a capital ship, but we'll see. Tell me what you think in the comments below and what you prefer. And obviously, there's the potential if they set the price too low or it's too easy to get, there'll be too many Idrises flying around, and that will actually cause in-game problems from poor performance, loading in, just a general economy and mission problem. Anyway, we don't actually know how many Idrises were sold in these 24 waves. However, looking at the funding stats, CIG have sort of made like maybe 300,000 more a day than they normally would during the first 12 waves. So I think it's around 50 to 100 Idrises per wave. Super rough guesstimate though, sort of like 50 for real money, 50 for store credit, something like that. If anyone actually knows, please tell me in the comments below. Also, I'm going to revise the amount of funding I think CIG might get this year. It's going to be a record-breaking year, almost certainly, and I think it's going to be anywhere between 125 million to 150 million by the end of the year now. CIG really raking in the money for Star Citizen, and I think that if they announce a release date, an actual hard date for Squadron 42 beyond just 2026, and then allow you to pre-order it, they will just get all of the money. Something else we saw in the newsletter, though, was a sneak peek saying Medbay 01. Assumedly, this is one of the modules for the Apollo. The Apollo is coming out with Alpha 4.3.1, and I am super excited for it, or at least it's assumed that it is. It's showing on the roadmap, but things change, right? There was another short Ivacati tech preview test that CIG ran for a few hours on the 27th of August. This again had the NPC and AI and graphics updates from Squadron 42 sort of phased into Star Citizen, but really this build was to help sort of solve crashes, find crashes that had plagued the first test. So again, it was pretty unstable. There's a load of bugs with the build and inventory problems, stability issues. Reshade apparently was causing a load of players to crash or have big performance drops as well. We know that CIG had been tweaking their cheat protection, stuff like that, which might interact poorly with third-party software. Expect CIG to be back with another build of that soon, and once it's ready for more players, it will go out to more players and you'll be able to test it. It might appear in 4.3.1, all of those cool updates, because there's some pretty impressive stuff with models looking a load better, but hugely buggy. What's super exciting is sort of traditional and more expansive graphics options as well. There was a cool paw video.
Testing. Hope you're getting this. Let's go. Here comes that warm AC welcome. Okay, I'm in.
Morning. I see we have a specimen from Pirate World.
Oh, I feel sick. What have they done to you? Hang in there, little one. No way.
That's him. That's you're the best.
Are you guys seeing this? Got you now, you sons of bitch.
Preserve all wildlife, sort of like a silly kind of try and save all the animals in Star Citizen group in lore. It's kind of a teaser for the Onyx facilities and Science Wing and all the horrible stuff that ASD had been doing, but just sort of generally some flavor for that. So yeah, that's sort of leading up to Alpha 4.3.1, and there was a roadmap update for that, basically going, yeah, we're going to be releasing the Apollo Triage and Medivac. The Medivac version comes with superior armor and dual missile racks. Also, those Apollos will come with 6 modules that just come with them. If you've previously bought them or you buy them in the future, bam, you get these 6 modules. Basically 2 of each of the 3 modules for tier 1, tier 2 and tier 3 medbeds. There's the expectation of new medical gameplay as well and some updates there. They're updating the bearing laser cannons with a big art refactor. The Onyx facilities, they're opening up the final Science Wing, and at the deepest point lies Dr. Jorit's lab, where the darkest revelations await. I'm assuming there's going to be a boss fight there and some cool stuff. And yeah, very excited for that. They've also re-added the AI FPS turrets, which assumedly will appear in the new wing, maybe will be sort of added to the others, and mission pickup on location was also re-added. This is in addition to the other sort of features we knew were there. 2 new hairstyles, NPC dropships that look to be more focused at Pyro, the Volt LMG Fresnel, I'm super excited for that weapon, and some heavy utility armor, although I don't know the function of that utility armor. And there's tons of other stuff that we're expecting with like updates to Wicklow. I said that maybe the Idris will turn up, but other ships in ship shops. Something else pretty exciting is that we are expecting some mothership gameplay. So what do I mean by that? Well, onboard hangars on some ships like the Idris, maybe the Polaris, stuff like that, will allow docked ships to rearm, repair and refuel with them. It's not going to be all ships, so bear that in mind, but sounds pretty cool. In a few other little news pieces it's worth mentioning, Turbulent has changed its name officially to CIG Montreal. Chris Roberts said, as sort of part of that, we're hoping Squadron 42 is going to be almost as big an event as the GTA 6 release in 2026, which I believe is in May for GTA 6, not for Squadron 42. Squadron 42 is going to be released at some point in 2026, and that it's going to be like Top Gun meets Star Wars, which sprouted a ton of Star Citizen still hasn't released articles across general media. Ironically, even though the game is currently in the midst of a free fly where anyone can try it for free. Some of the UK studio financials became available as well, but it doesn't really show anything without the context of the other studios, at least in my opinion. It's something that unfortunately have to wait until like January each year to see the previous year's financials in a bit more context. It's the last couple of days as well to get involved with our August ship giveaway for that RSI Meteor. So just comment on any of my videos to be in for a chance of winning that. next month for giveaway. What do you think? A wolf, a raft, or an Apollo? What do you think people would like more? What would you like more? Tell me in the comments below. Boom! That's it for your updates today. Very excited to see Alpha 4.3.1 get a load of features, get that Apollo. We don't know when it's going to be going to either Cardi/PTU, but expect it to be pretty soon. Who are you hoping is going to win the ship showdown? Who are you voting for? Whatever your thoughts or questions, chuck it in the comments below. Did you get an Idris? Are you going to be buying an Idris? Do you want them to be in-game and then you'll buy one from an in-game ship shop? That's what I'm talking about there. But yeah, something you should also buy, maybe get yourself some NordVPN. Oh, huge discounts from the link down below. What's that? Do you use NordVPN, BoredGamer? Yes, I do, for greater accessibility, security, and privacy on the interwebs. Well, maybe I should get it as well. In that scenario, I was pretending to be your conscience, and you should get NordVPN because it's great and it helps out the channel, and you get a VPN, and they're really useful as well. Bam, clickety-click, down below, nordvpn.com/BoredGamer. This video is sponsored by Tobii Eye Tracker 5s. They're on sale at the moment. It's Tobii's 24th anniversary, and to celebrate, you can use my link below to get 20% off until the 20th of September. Do you want high-precision head and eye tracking that's natively supported in Star Citizen? If the answer is yes or maybe, well, you can catapult your immersion and control to the next level by grabbing yourself one. Look, aim, react more freely, give yourself more options in ships, vehicles, and while on foot, just while playing the game, I suppose. And there are features like camera boost, which is a bit like mouse acceleration for your head and eyes, but actually really useful. It enables you to check around more easily, tracking an enemy fighter that's to the side of you, or looking out a window, or enabling you to check over your shoulder. The Tobii Eye Tracker 5 also supports a variety of other games and features, and there is also a sweepstake going on at the same time that you can get involved with. Buy one now. What do you have to lose other than the money you spent on buying it? I see the issue. You'll probably like it. Links below. Every month we have a ship giveaway, and we're giving away an RSI Meteor, that new medium fighter with lifetime insurance and a gameplay package for Star Citizen. Everything you need to play with a cool fighter and pew-pew some fools. Just comment on any of our videos made during this month to be in for a chance of winning that. Something else that you might like to do is like, share, subscribe to our videos. There's a join button underneath as well. There's Patreon. You give us a little bit of money each month and it helps out the channel immensely. Occasionally we have some exclusive videos. Come to my Discord, discord.gg/BoredGamer. Also, you should comment on all the videos, not just because of the giveaway, but also because you can give me feedback. And I want to say a massive thank you to the people that have supported the channel via any medium. But genuinely, you guys that go the extra mile to use that join button or Patreon, it is genuinely so appreciated. Thank you so much.